Morning. Wow, that's bright. Good morning, everyone. Or should I say Guten Morgen with my broken accent. It's my first time here at MPE, and it's great to be here. Needless to say, I'm super excited to be here, so thanks for joining me this morning. We've got the Future Shoppers Report that I'm going to talk to you about. And I would like to start by asking the question to you. Do you know what type of a shopper are you? Or in that regard, who your shoppers are? Hello, and this is me in a nutshell. I am the Senior Director of Retail Vertical Growth at Worldpay and currently an advisor to the end user group at Pay.uk, who are the payments operators in the UK ecosystem. And I've been in payments for over a decade now. I was the head of payments at a company called the Hut Group. They're a British retailer. And prior to that, I was with Amazon in their consumer payments team, heading up Amazon Money Store and their loyalty program, which is called Shop with Points. This is what we will cover today. I am going to talk about who the new shoppers are. We've got 6 defined personas, and then we will talk about the innovators, followed by the key takeaways, which hopefully you'll all benefit from. So the new shopper types you have in the screen here, I mean, if you haven't noticed, we got really inspired by Barbie with the colors, with the outfits. But that is not to say that we are excluding the cans out there, so please stay with me here. Before I dive right into personas, I want to set the scene by talking about some of the retail technology and what it means for payments. So the survey we ran over the summer came out with some surprising outcomes, and in a way showed us that shoppers are really ready for retail innovation. And they're exploring different angles when it comes to shopping. So you've got the 4 retail trends here. The first is buying pre-loved second-hand goods. It is not something that is on charity shops anymore, but more on the even luxury brands. They are looking to buy back the goods and upcycling, recycling, refurbishing them, and finding new angles for a new business model. And a 3/4 of the shoppers that we surveyed said they would be open to buying pre-loved items. It is quite a substantial number. Second, the checkout-free stores or advanced checkout, call it either just walk out or buy with one click. 71% of the shoppers thought they would be open to trying out a new technology on the checkout. And retail subscriptions. I guess during the pandemic, we were all locked in. We got used to the convenience of buying stuff online and getting it delivered to our doorstep, whether for groceries, beverages, even flowers, right? So that trend is not going away since the end of pandemic. Over 58% of the shoppers said they would be open to start a new subscription this year. Lastly, I'm going to mention the live stream shopping. I guess this is more of an Asian thing that is common in China and on that part of the world, but we see more and more brands are kind of connecting with their shoppers on live stream as more of us, I guess, scrolling down on social media and getting influenced by the brands, whether through influencers or discounts, etc., to click on and make that purchase on live stream. We've got a sentence there to claim we are all Gen Zs now. So what do we mean by that? So I talked about buying pre-loved, I talked about advanced technology. When we surveyed our respondents, we looked at the demographics between age and geography. And surprisingly, over 50% of age over 71 said they would be open to trying out a new checkout technology. So they're not scared of trying something they don't know. They are curious, they are going ahead and trying that. And 43% of the age group between 59 and 70 said they would be open to starting a new retail subscription. So hence the claim that there's not such a diversion anymore between millennials, Gen Zs, and baby boomers. We are all looking for new ways to buy and shop to get that convenience. So we are, in a way, all Gen Zs now. Next, I have what this means for payments, but the clicker isn't working. Here you go. So payments. The new shopper journeys, the behavioral change, what this means, I guess, is people are connecting with brands on multiple channels now, whether on social media, on brand website, multiple apps, in-store, even when they're returning goods, right, in the convenience store in their neighborhood. So there are multiple touch points when it comes to connecting with the customer. So brands need to consider how they will connect better across all channels that are available in a customer's shopping cycle now. In a way, it's a rather saturated word by now, but omni-channel experiences are really what is driving that change now. 50% of the respondents said they would be shopping on 3 and more channels today. And with that, I guess, it comes the different payment methods, right? Digital wallets, be it Apple Pays, PayPals, etc. The options are out there. We see a growing number of digital wallet users, with the number of near 50% said they have paid with a digital wallet in the last year. Moving on to social media, as I mentioned, we are all scrolling down, spending more time between Instagrams, TikToks, and etc. So the effect of social media is only here to stay. And more people, 1 out of 5 customers have purchased something on social media. So this platform is only set to grow. Lastly, buy now, pay later. I guess during this economic downturn, it's not such a surprise that people are more inclined to buying things they want and need and install them in a way that they can keep shopping for more. I know there's some contradicting news out there with merchants taking down some of the mainstream buy now, pay laters out there, or some of the banks taking down their installment options, but the demand is there, the need is there from the shopper perspective. And I'm going to move on, but I want to mention a shockingly 44% of sales are at risk if merchants, brands don't offer the right payment selection to their shoppers. That is quite a substantial number, so that's why it is really key to understand who the shoppers are and what they're looking for to be able to provide them the right selection in terms of payments. So, the shopper personalities. I've mentioned the survey we ran with 5,000 people in the UK, US, Germany, France, and China. Pretty global reach. And we've got these 6 personas. We've kind of arranged them from lower to higher, you see on the screen. But needlessly to say, it doesn't necessarily mean that we can exclude big spenders, for example, because it's only 7%. We do need to cover them all with the strategy we need to build, connect them with the shoppers. And I guess the purpose of the innovation, I am going to focus on the personalities who are more techie, who are more, I guess, innovation-driven for the purpose of this presentation. Starting off with the big spender. We've got Prue here. She's a millennial or Gen Zs, but as I mentioned, the age really doesn't matter anymore. She is a big spender and regularly enjoys shopping. She scrolls down on the mobile and makes impulse buys. She is an impulse buyer, hence why she is more inclined to pay in installments because she likes to keep continuing for more purchases. And it doesn't necessarily mean that she's a big income earner. She can be on the higher or lower end of the income band. And she thinks life is for living now. I personally think I'm really connected to this persona. I wish from an age perspective, but hey. The facts we need to know about the big spender is she, as I mentioned, frequently buys, is impulse buyer, and she connects with the brands in multiple touch points on the life cycle. And she mostly use buy now, pay later when making the purchases. But the importance here is nearly half of the time that she made that impulse purchase, it was driven by a discount she saw on the social media. So the power of discount is really key for her. And lastly, the payment option, if she's not presented the right option that she would like to pay, she will abandon the cart and drop the payment and go look elsewhere. To win big spender over, the three things we need to consider is the first-class social media presence. It's not about having a social media anymore, is an account on a social media. It is that connection throughout the customer journey from a brand presence, how it is connected to social media, and how the shopper, the big spender, feels the connection with that merchant. Because she's doing multiple impulse purchase, the speed of payment and the ease on the refunds and returns is really key. And as big spenders are traveling the world, the cross-border, localized approach to payments is really important. The second persona is the trendsetter. We've got Sylvia here. She is the most tech-geeky persona we've got of 6. She uses multiple platforms when it comes to shopping. She creates wish lists on one app. She purchases another, and she searches internet to collect the data to be able to make the right decision. She enjoys fast and future-forward shopping experiences. And the highlight for Sylvia, for the trendsetter, is because she is spending a lot of time online, she is really advanced on moving different channels, across different channels, and making the most of her experience by connecting with the brand and realizing the true potential of an omni-channel experience. And I guess the brand perspective, the personalization, the aesthetics is really what turns Sylvia to become a loyal customer. And lastly on this slide, the personalization is called out. Throughout the omnichannel experience, because she gets exposed to a lot of information on different channels, what turns her loyalty is also that personalized approach with the brand. To win her over, we need to investigate live streaming and provide her that specialized offers so that it's not only a mass kind of an offer, but exclusive discounts or invite-only shopping experiences, things like that, more creatively how we can win the trendsetter over. Omnichannel is again highlighted here that I talked about already, and throughout that omnichannel experience, merchants do have the power of collating data and turning that data into personalized offers and rewards to keep them coming back. Lastly, I've got the aspirational shopper. I know I've been going all female figures here, but I've given you guys the heads up. We've got Clover here. She is an aspirational shopper. She loves the experience, so it's not a transaction for her, but she's more into the experience of shopping with a brand. And she creates wish lists. It's March, but she probably already has a wish list for Christmas, for example. And she makes that connection with the brands on social media. She follows the brands, and they are really the advocates for the brands in terms of that loyalty. The facts we need to know about Clover is she is the most worried persona of all that we discovered in terms of job security and how the macroeconomics will impact her lifestyle. Hence why she is really into, again, installments and different payment methods when it comes to dividing and continuing with her lifestyle. She enjoys rewards curated for her, and again, another second to the trendsetter we talked about, she's the second most important persona in terms of that technology and omni-channel experience. Accepting buy now, pay laters is what will turn aspirational shoppers into loyal brand advocates. The rewards for them to be the advocates is really what keeps them coming back, what makes them feel valued by the brand. And 41% of them said they would spend more with a brand, minding they are really super conscious with the economy and the job security, etc., but they're still more willing to spend their money with the brands they feel valued, they feel connection with. So personalization is really key from a brand perspective to keep them coming back. Final thoughts. I think to echo what Natalie before me said, shoppers are really looking for innovation and connection with the brands. So in order for them to shop with you rather than any other or use your services, it's not only about retail. They really need to feel that connection with the authenticity of a brand, and using different angles of the innovation is what is going to turn them to brand advocates. So the three final thoughts I've got on the slide are omnichannel. I'm going to repeat myself again, but it's never a right time than now to consider what it means for your business and how you can further connect that streamlined approach in terms of the shopping experience. Think forward and fasten your tech roadmap. If it's not available with the budget, with the engineering time today, partner with the right names who share the same values and who can enable you to go faster. Otherwise, you'll be just left behind because customers are not going to wait around for you to move on. They will be switching to other merchants to get what they want. And offer the choice of how to pay, whether it's local payment methods, buy now, pay laters, account to account. There are lots of choices out there, and the payment strategy is not only the fast, secure, and convenient, but the choice is going to make the difference. The last slide is my QR code. Obviously, I wasn't able to cover all 6 personas, so please scan the QR code to download the report. The remaining 3 personas are equally really important. Thanks so much for listening. It was great talking to you. And if you guys have any questions, just come and find me on the floor. Thank you.